it's really hard to put your finger on exactly where to be on these issues as far as like we know our positions, but how things are
Hmm.
shifting based on the decisions they're making and then how that is portrayed in the media. Because you know what we've been doing the last, what, 3 years? We've been counterpunching everything.
Mhm.
You know, if you use the
Very
analogy of
true.
boxing, we've been counterpunching everything. And now we're in such a we're in this corner. I always use the analogy of I like to use the analogy of boxing. We're in this corner, and right now I just feel like we're just covering up, waiting for them to punch themselves out, right? And then and when that's happening, it's hard to really focus on the details. But I have noticed that shift, but I haven't noticed the Democrats being aggressive about anything. But how much energy should you expend right now?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right.
And that's a question. It's like
That's a good point.
what you can do all the yelling and you want from Congress and Senate, but you don't have any power.
None.
And I'm not saying just stand idle, but it's the thing where it's so chaotic and all the fuckery. It's almost like kind of just gotta let them punch themselves out.
Hmm.
But you
Hmm.
can't let your constituents think that you're doing nothing. And there's a
Yes,
lot of people that are like, stop, get ahead of it, stop being
right.
reactive, stop reacting to.
And, and
So,
and you're right. But this and you're right, and I don't disagree with you. But this isn't something that you can just get ahead of and predict and forecast because it changes fucking daily.
Daily.
Like the
right.
conversation we're having, did anybody think at the beginning of the week we would be talking about Maxwell being moved from a maximum security prison? But
I
like,
mean, kind of.
eh, do you know how many people don't know what we know when you bring up Emile Bouvet or Todd Blanche and where he went down there to talk to her and it's like you gotta and so this is the counterpunching I'm talking about. You got to explain so much of why it matters so much
Hmm.
because
Mhm.
it's happening so fast. You're like, it's not just a small deal, you guys. The person in his position would never go down to a prison and talk to, and like it would one on one, like that would never happen. But for people to understand it, you got to tell them and walk them through so much detail.
Right. And that's
Right.
what I
Tomorrow,
talked to
Like
you
they're in
about,
right.
Lise,
kindergarten.
And then, so
right?
what's going to happen? But even when you explain it to them tomorrow, you'll wake up and something else, and another name will pop up that they don't know, that they
Hmm.
don't know the history, and so
Hmm.
you got to go. No, that person is tied to that, and it's like it's you're counterpunching all of this shit, and then tariffs get dropped in, and then deportation shit gets dropped in, and then all these things. It's like
Hmm.
you're you're playing defense just to have a conversation,
Hmm.
and so
Just to get an understanding to a point of understanding to have a conversation. So you're not
just
really
Hmm.
to have a
having a
conversation.
conversation. You're too much explaining to even conversate with anybody.
That's when I make my videos and stuff. That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to explain to people the background of what's going on and who this person is and why it matters. But by the time I get even 2 minutes in, they've stopped listening and scrolled away, right? Because it's so much from the point of view of somebody that it doesn't have time or the inclination to sit and listen to a 2-page report on who Emile Bove is,
Right.
right?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It's like you got to hit the high notes, and sometimes the high notes just aren't good enough
They're not
to
enough.
explain it, and that's why
Exactly.
they're winning. Like, do you like that's why they, because of this,
Uh-huh.
from their point of view, they say build the wall, and they're like, yeah, it's like, but
And then
we
you
have, but we don't have, like, how what's the Emile Bovie version? Build the wall.
nothing. Because it's too much to explain. It's too
I
much to
think I think we
explain.
just have to kind of zero in on I'm a reverse engineer girl, right? Like
Hmm.
what are things that we can talk about that are easy to explain that matter?